All right, so today we're going to be discussing dignity. So, where we're going to start, we're going to define dignity. Dignity comes from the word dignus, which is a Latin word for worthy. And in the most basic sense, that is what dignity is. So, that's what dignity is. And as stated by Smith, it's also real and it always will be. It doesn't matter if you don't believe in it or if your society doesn't believe in it, it's always going to be real. But dignity is much more than just being worthy, as dignity is what makes us persons precious. Dignity is the inherent and immeasurable value of a person. It is the intrinsic worth of man, and that's what separates man from beast or from object. In the words of Smith, dignity is what makes us worthy of being treated with respect, justice, and love. Now that we've defined dignity, the thing that makes us precious, we need to make the clear clarification that personhood and dignity are not the same thing. Rather, dignity is the foundation for personhood. As any person, any individual that can think like us humans will feel a value, a worthiness within us. And this worthiness is what pushes us to want to enhance our own capabilities of thinking and other persons. This is why we get personhood. We help enhance other people's abilities to think for themselves and be able to think outside of themselves. But that wouldn't be possible without dignity. You couldn't have the individual without dignity because nobody would help the individual. And the only reason we do help the individual is because we think they're worthy, because of our dignity and their dignity, and we just want to preserve that and make them people. So now that we defined what dignity is, we need to say what it's not. And what it's not is freedom. Freedom is not dignity. The reason people get confused about this is because I just said that dignity allows you to enhance yourself. But a lot of people get confused and just focus on themselves. That's not the case. The church's version and the correct version of dignity is to enhance yourself and others too. So dignity fundamentally limits our freedom. But this is good because it mainly limits our negative freedom. We don't treat people purely as means or objects, because the preciousness we feel about ourselves, we know that preciousness is in other people. So that worthiness we feel in ourselves and other people is why we limit our negative freedom. We set aside our personal, perhaps even selfish desires, because we know the other person is worthy too, and we just can't treat them to get whatever we want. We have to think about them too. So in conclusion, dignity is a complex part of persons. It is responsible for our feeling of worthiness. It's not a part of personhood, but rather the foundation of it. It's what makes us higher beings than animals, and the reason we can't do whatever we want. It's because we respect other people's worthiness. The reason why there's tension about what dignity really is because even with people who know it's real, they only focus on the individual, when dignity encompasses so much more. It focuses on all of us, not just the individual. And as Smith puts it, without dignity, common truth and accountability get lost in individual desire. Without dignity, we would be nothing more than animals, only concerned about catering our desires. This is why dignity has allowed us to form society and to improve ourselves and everybody else. It's because we want to protect the worth, so we've made institutions. And dignity is what makes us better people now, and what will always make us better people.